Hi friends. If you're watching this, chances are you're someone who believes that growing older doesn't mean giving up on a vibrant, joyful life. You might be in your 60s or 70s, or you might be watching for a parent or loved one. Either way, you're in the right place. You see, most people think that making it to 80 or beyond is all about luck or genetics. But what if I told you that there are 4 hidden reasons many doctors don't openly talk about, that quietly chip away at our health after 60? These reasons can determine whether we just age or age well. Stick with me as we gently walk through each one, with simple, doable solutions and real-life stories. And remember, it's never too late to take one small step toward a better, longer life. Let's begin with something sneaky: chronic inflammation. Unlike a swollen ankle that hurts immediately and shows redness, chronic inflammation is a silent process happening inside many bodies, especially after age 60. Over time, it can damage our heart and blood vessels, lead to joint pain, and even affect memory. Because it doesn't announce itself with obvious symptoms, many people assume stiffness or fatigue are simply part of getting older. But chronic inflammation can be addressed with simple, gentle habits that anyone can adopt. Imagine your body's immune system as a team of firefighters. When you cut yourself or catch a cold, the firefighters rush in to put out the fire and then leave once the threat is gone. In chronic inflammation, however, those firefighters stay on the scene, spraying water long after the flames have been extinguished. This constant sprinkler system can weaken healthy tissues and organs over time. Researchers now know that chronic inflammation plays a role in heart disease, arthritis, type 2 diabetes, and even memory challenges that seniors sometimes face. But there is hope. We can calm these internal fires with practical, easy-to-implement habits. First, consider your diet. Highly processed foods, sugary treats, and deep-fried snacks feed inflammation. Instead, focusing on whole, colorful vegetables, fresh fruits, and lean proteins can help. For instance, incorporating turmeric into meals is a simple way to harness its natural anti-inflammatory qualities. Adding a teaspoon of turmeric powder to a warm cup of milk or stirring it into soups and stews can make a difference. Other inflammation-fighting foods include berries, walnuts, and spinach, ingredients easily added to breakfasts or light salads. Next, let's talk about movement. You don't need to become an athlete overnight. Even a gentle 20-minute walk 5 days a week sends healthy signals to your body that help regulate inflammation levels. Think of Hida, age 72. She used to wake up feeling stiff and tired. After speaking with her doctor, she started walking each morning around her neighborhood park, pausing to stretch under a shady tree. Within a few weeks, she noticed less joint discomfort and more energy to play with her grandchildren. Simple, consistent steps like hers can strengthen muscles and improve circulation, helping to calm inflammation. Sleep also plays a crucial role in managing inflammation. When we don't get enough restorative sleep, our bodies produce more inflammatory molecules. Aim for 7 to 8 hours of good quality sleep each night. If falling asleep is a challenge, establishing a calming bedtime routine can help. A warm cup of herbal tea, dimming the lights, and reading a lighthearted book are simple rituals that prepare your mind and body for rest. Avoiding screens an hour before bed encourages deeper sleep and better recovery. Finally, stress management is essential. Chronic stress releases hormones that fuel inflammation, so finding ways to relax can protect your health. Simple practices like deep breathing, gentle stretching, or even spending 10 minutes sitting quietly in a garden can lower stress levels. Many seniors find comfort in meditation, prayer, or listening to calming music, activities that offer both relaxation and a sense of purpose. Remember, even brief moments of stillness can help send those overactive firefighters home. In summary, chronic inflammation may be a hidden saboteur of longevity, but it is controllable. By adjusting what we eat, moving gently each day, prioritizing good sleep, and managing stress, we can help soothe those internal fires. If you've been attributing fatigue or stiffness to just getting older, consider making one small change today. Maybe start with adding turmeric to your meals or taking a short walk after breakfast. Before long, you may notice you feel lighter, stronger, and more vibrant. Your body is capable of remarkable healing even after 60, and each positive choice brings you closer to a longer, healthier life. Hidden depression is like a heavy cloud that lingers in the mind and heart, often unnoticed because many older adults assume their feelings of sadness, fatigue, or withdrawal are simply part of getting older. But depression after 60 can be more than just feeling blue. It can quietly affect sleep, appetite, and memory, making daily life feel overwhelming. When these emotional struggles go unspoken, they can intensify, creating a cycle where withdrawing from others leads to more loneliness and deeper sadness. Understanding that depression is not a failing or a personal weakness is the first gentle step toward healing. Imagine feeling disconnected from loved ones and activities you once enjoyed. Perhaps you stop attending a weekly card game with friends or gradually withdraw from family gatherings. Everyday tasks that once brought pleasure, like reading the newspaper over a morning cup of tea or tending a small garden, begin to feel burdensome. This was the experience of Mr. Anwar. After retiring from his banking career and losing his wife, he felt a vast void he could not fill. He stopped going out to socialize, felt tired almost all the time, and even his adult children noticed he seldom spoke on the phone. Initially, he believed this was just part of being older. When he finally confided in his doctor, he was gently guided toward appropriate support and learned that he was experiencing depression, not merely grief or normal aging. Recognizing the signs of hidden depression can be the first step toward regaining joy. Keep an eye out for persistent sadness that lingers for weeks, changes in appetite or weight, difficulty sleeping or oversleeping, and a loss of interest in hobbies once enjoyed. These symptoms might be mistaken for normal aging, but they can indicate that emotional support or treatment is needed. Reaching out to a trusted friend, family member, or healthcare provider can feel daunting, but voicing concerns often brings relief. Simply naming your feelings can lighten the emotional weight and open doors to finding help that truly fits your needs. One gentle, effective way to address hidden depression is through social connection. Our brains were designed for belonging, and positive interactions can boost mood, foster a sense of safety, and improve mental clarity. For Mr. Anwar, joining a local men's circle once a week proved transformative. He began meeting with other retirees, sharing stories about his life and discovering that he was not alone in his feelings. Over time, his energy returned, and he even started volunteering at a community library, finding new purpose and a renewed sense of belonging. Physical activity also plays a key role in combating depression. Regular movement releases endorphins, natural mood enhancers. This does not require running marathons. A simple daily walk, gentle stretching, or chair exercises can make a big difference. Auntie Parveen, age 70, began practicing chair yoga for 20 minutes every morning. Within weeks, she noticed herself smiling more, having more energy, and looking forward to breakfast again. Moving your body also creates opportunities to meet neighbors during walks or spend time in nature, further reducing feelings of isolation. Another important aspect is finding meaningful activities that nourish the soul. Perhaps it is gardening, painting, writing letters to old friends, or caring for a pet. These small actions create daily joys that accumulate over time. Even picking up the phone for a short chat with a friend can shift perspective and remind us that we are still valuable members of our communities. Remember, seeking help is a sign of strength, not weakness. Professional support, such as talking with a counselor, attending a support group, or exploring gentle therapy options, can provide invaluable tools for coping. Simple lifestyle changes like eating balanced meals, prioritizing sleep, and maintaining a regular routine also support emotional well-being. If you or a loved one feels withdrawn, fatigued, or hopeless, know that you do not have to face these feelings alone. Reach out today, whether it is to a family member, friend, or healthcare provider, and take one small step toward reclaiming your emotional health. Your feelings matter, and with care and support, it is possible to rediscover joy and connection at any age. Nutrient deficiencies can quietly weaken the body and mind, especially after age 60. As we grow older, our bodies absorb vitamins and minerals less efficiently, and sometimes appetite changes lead to eating less varied meals. The result is that key nutrients, like vitamin 12, vitamin D, iron, or omega-3 fatty acids, may drop to levels that cause fatigue, muscle weakness, memory lapses, and a lowered immune response. Many seniors chalk these changes up to just getting older, but in truth, identifying and correcting nutrient gaps can restore energy, sharpen thinking, and help maintain overall health. Imagine missing vitamin 12, a nutrient essential for forming healthy red blood cells and keeping nerves working properly. Low 12 can cause tingling in the hands and feet, trouble walking, and even mild memory problems. Auntie Parveen, age 72, began misplacing her keys and forgetting names she'd known for decades. After mentioning these symptoms to her doctor, she had a simple blood test that revealed her 12 was too low. With a prescription supplement and meals that included leafy greens, eggs, and lean meats, her energy levels rebounded and her forgetfulness diminished. What once seemed like a creeping decline proved to be a treatable deficiency. Vitamin D is another silent factor, especially important for bone strength and mood regulation. As we age, our skin produces less vitamin from sunlight, and seniors often spend less time outdoors. When vitamin D dips, bones become more fragile, increasing the risk of falls and fractures. A gentle remedy is to spend 20 minutes a day in direct sunlight, if weather permits, or to include vitamin-rich foods like fortified milk, mushrooms, or fatty fish in meals. For Uncle Galam, age 78, a weekly low-dose vitamin supplement made a noticeable difference. He felt steadier on his feet and more optimistic about his day. Iron deficiency can also cause unexplained tiredness and breathlessness. While it is more commonly discussed in younger women, seniors can develop mild anemia from lower iron absorption or long-term use of certain medications. Adding iron-rich foods like lentils, red meat in moderation, or spinach can help, but always under the guidance of a healthcare provider, as too much iron can be harmful. Auntie Nilofar, age 70, felt her heart racing even when sitting. After talking to her doctor, she learned her iron levels were low. Simple dietary adjustments and an iron supplement eased her symptoms, allowing her to join her grandchildren on weekend outings without becoming breathless. Omega-3 fatty acids, found in fish like salmon and in walnuts, are crucial for brain and heart health. Over time, a lack of omega-3s can lead to slightly slower thinking and mild mood disturbances. By adding a small serving of salmon twice a week or a handful of walnuts to evening tea, seniors can support cognitive vitality. Auntie Sapira started adding flaxseed oil to her morning porridge and noticed that her mental clarity improved, making it easier to follow conversations and remember appointments. In summary, nutrient deficiencies are not an unavoidable part of aging. Simple steps like getting routine blood tests, enjoying a balanced plate, and taking gentle supplements when needed can keep our bodies nourished and our minds sharp. If you have been feeling inexplicably tired, forgetful, or achy, consider talking with your healthcare provider about a nutritional assessment. One small change, such as adding a handful of nuts or a bright salad to your day, could restore your vibrancy and help you feel more alive, even after 60. Sleep deprivation can be a hidden accelerator of aging, quietly affecting heart health, brain function, and overall well-being. As we grow older, our sleep patterns often shift. Falling asleep may take longer, and we might wake up more frequently during the night. Yet deep restorative sleep is when our bodies repair tissues, balance hormones, and consolidate memories. Without enough quality sleep, the body struggles to recover, leading to higher inflammation, slower healing, and cognitive challenges. Many older adults assume that waking up at odd hours or feeling restless is just part of aging. However, research indicates that seniors still need 7 to 8 hours of sleep each night, with sufficient time spent in deep and REM stages. Ignoring sleep issues can lead to daytime fatigue, forgetfulness, and a weakened immune system. These problems can make daily tasks harder, reduce enjoyment, and even increase the risk of chronic conditions like heart disease. Imagine Uncle Tariq, age 75, who believed that waking up at 2 or 3 in the morning was normal. He tossed and turned until dawn, then felt exhausted throughout the day. His memory began to slip. He misplaced his glasses and mixed up appointments. Although he thought it was just getting old, he was suffering from mild sleep apnea. After a simple sleep study, he started using a small breathing device that helped keep his airways open. Within weeks, his daytime fatigue lifted and his memory sharpened. Improving sleep often begins with creating a restful environment. A cool, dark, and quiet bedroom encourages the body to relax and enter deep sleep. Try blackout curtains and consider a soft eye mask if stray light sneaks in. A gentle white noise machine or a fan can help mask outside sounds. Avoid screens like television, tablets, and phones for at least an hour before bed, since blue light can trick the brain into thinking it's still daytime. Instead, hold a favorite novel, listen to calming music, or practice a few minutes of breathing exercises. Establishing a consistent bedtime routine helps signal to your body that it's time to wind down. Perhaps enjoy a warm cup of herbal tea, chamomile, or peppermint while seated in a comfortable chair. Dim the lights, slip into soft pajamas, and spend a few minutes reflecting on the day's positive moments. A short, gentle stretch or guided meditation can ease accumulated tension. While going to bed at the same hour each night, even on weekends, you train your internal clock to settle into a healthy rhythm. Daytime habits play a key role too. Regular gentle exercise, like walking, tai chi, or chair yoga, boosts sleep quality by reducing stress and balancing hormones. Try to finish moderate exercise at least 2 to 3 hours before bedtime so the body has time to cool down. Watch caffeine intake. A midday cup of tea is fine, but avoid strong coffee or caffeinated sodas after late afternoon. If frequent nighttime bathroom trips disturb your rest, consider limiting liquids an hour before bed, but stay hydrated during the day. If you still wake up feeling unrested, consult a healthcare provider. Conditions such as sleep apnea, restless leg syndrome, or medication side effects may be disrupting your sleep cycle. Treating these issues can dramatically improve how you feel during the day. Remember, sleep is not a luxury. It is essential for physical health, mental clarity, and emotional balance. By taking small steps to prioritize restful nights, like adjusting your bedroom environment, establishing a routine, and managing daytime habits, you can reclaim energy, bolster your mood, and support your body's healing processes. In doing so, you enhance not only your nights but the quality of your days, making each moment feel more vibrant and meaningful. Lack of purpose can quietly erode our well-being, especially as we move beyond 60. While many health discussions focus on physical factors like diet and exercise, a sense of purpose, the reason to wake up each morning, plays a crucial role in emotional and even physical health. Researchers have found that seniors who maintain clear goals or passions not only live longer, but also report higher life satisfaction. Without a guiding reason, days can blend into one another, leading to flat moods, decreased motivation, and even physical decline. Consider how our social and family roles often shift at this stage of life. Retirement, children moving away, or loss of a long-term partner can leave a void where once there was routine and connection. Imagine waking up without a regular morning routine, no work to prepare for, no grandchildren to greet before school. That empty space can feel unsettling. Aunt Museret, age 70, had spent 40 years managing a small tailoring shop. When she finally retired, she assumed she would relax and enjoy time with friends. However, after a few months, she felt restless and found herself walking in circles around the park, unsure what to do with her days. What had once given her a sense of identity vanished, leaving her adrift. Finding or rediscovering a purpose need not be overwhelming. Start with small steps. Think back to activities that once brought you joy. Perhaps you enjoyed cooking family recipes or tending to a garden. Auntie Museret remembered how much peace she felt while stitching simple quilts for neighbors. She began offering to sew a small piece for a community center's charity drive. That small project quickly grew. Soon she was teaching younger volunteers basic stitching techniques. Her days filled with laughter, the hum of sewing machines, and a renewed feeling of usefulness. Purpose can also be found through connection and sharing wisdom. Many seniors possess a lifetime of knowledge that younger generations crave. Baba Kalam, age 82, loved storytelling. After his retirement, he started visiting a local library to read folk tales to children. Those sessions became popular, and he found himself teaching after-school groups about local history. The sparkle in his eyes returned. He felt valued and energized, proving that purpose need not belong solely to work or grand gestures. Volunteering is another gentle way to cultivate purpose. Local charities, religious organizations, or community gardens often welcome experienced volunteers. Even a few hours a week can provide structure, connection, and satisfaction. Moreover, volunteering offers opportunities to make new friends, remain mentally active, and feel part of something larger than oneself. For many seniors, these connections combat loneliness and remind them that they remain vital contributors to society. Purpose can also be creative. Painting, writing memoirs, crafting, or learning a musical instrument offer both mental stimulation and a sense of accomplishment. Auntie Rahila, age 69, discovered a love for watercolor painting only after her children left home. She began with simple sketches and gradually donated her artwork to hospital fundraisers. Her brushstrokes became a daily ritual, a meditative practice that brought calm and restored confidence. Redefining purpose may involve adjusting expectations. It's natural to mourn the loss of previous roles, but it's equally important to embrace new opportunities. Maybe your purpose is caring for a pet, mentoring a neighbor's child, or learning computer skills to help friends. Purpose does not require grand visions. It often emerges from the simple desire to connect and contribute. Remember, each day offers a chance to choose a small action that brings meaning. Start by reflecting on your passions, talents, and the needs around you. Share a recipe with a friend, start a small walking club, or write a letter to someone far away. These seemingly minor gestures can spark a sense of purpose that radiates through your life, revitalizing body and soul. By nurturing purpose, you invite joy, connection, and renewed vigor, helping you embrace each day with intention and hope. Muscle loss, also known as sarcopenia, can sneak up on us as we age, making simple tasks like standing from a chair or carrying groceries feel harder. After 60, our bodies naturally lose muscle mass at a rate of about 1 to 2% per year. This gradual weakening can lead to frailty, a higher risk of falls, and a slower recovery from injuries. Yet the good news is that muscle loss can be slowed or even reversed with gentle, consistent effort. Imagine a day when getting up from a low sofa feels like a challenge, or climbing a short flight of stairs leaves you breathless. These sensations might make you think that losing strength is unavoidable. However, simple strength-building activities can rebuild muscle fibers and improve stability. For many seniors, rediscovering strength starts with slow, controlled movements that respect the body's changing needs. Take Auntie Ruxana, age 75, for example. She noticed her balance becoming unsteady, leading her to use a cane for short walks. After discussing her concerns with her doctor, she was encouraged to try a gentle home exercise routine focused on leg strength and balance. Her routine began with chair squats, sitting down slowly and standing up using only her leg muscles, with hands lightly touching the chair for support. Over several weeks, she progressed from 5 chair squats a day to 15, and her balance improved so much that she no longer needed her cane. For those just starting, it might feel intimidating to think about exercise. Instead, consider breaking movements into tiny, manageable steps. Standing calf raises are a simple example. While holding onto a sturdy chair or countertop, stand on your toes and then lower your heels. Aim for 10 repetitions twice a day. This small action engages muscles in the lower legs and boosts ankle stability, reducing the chance of tripping. Upper body strength is equally important. Imagine reaching overhead to adjust a curtain or opening a jar of pickles. These tasks rely on arm and shoulder muscles. Try wall push-ups. Stand a few feet away from a wall, place your palms flat, and lean in slowly, then push back with control. Start with 5 to 8 repetitions, increasing over time. Auntie Sabira used wall push-ups to regain confidence in her arm strength after noticing she struggled to lift light grocery bags. Within a month, everyday tasks felt easier, and she felt more independent. Core strength supports posture and reduces back pain. Gentle seated torso twists can engage abdominal muscles. Sit upright in a chair, cross your arms over your chest, and slowly rotate your torso to the right, then to the left. Repeat this 10 times, moving only as far as comfortable. This movement can be done while watching television, making it accessible and non-intimidating. Uncle Javed began this routine after noticing he slumped forward when seated. Within weeks, he stood taller and felt less back stiffness. As strength builds, consider adding light resistance bands or small hand weights. Resistance bands are gentle on joints and can be used for arm curls, shoulder raises, or leg extensions. Always start with a band that offers minimal resistance and focus on slow, controlled movements. Auntie Farida, age 71, began using a light band to practice seated bicep curls. After 6 weeks, her grip strength improved enough that she could open jars without asking for help. Balance exercises, such as standing on one foot for a few seconds while holding a chair, can reduce the risk of falls. Practice near a support surface and start by aiming for 5 seconds on each foot, gradually increasing to 15 or 20 seconds. These simple exercises, when done 3 to 4 times a week, create a foundation of strength and stability that extends to all aspects of daily life. Remember, consistency is key. Muscle growth happens slowly, but each gentle repetition signals your body to adapt and strengthen. Always listen to your body. If a movement feels painful, adjust or pause. Consider seeking guidance from a physical therapist or joining a senior-friendly exercise group where exercises are tailored to older bodies. By embracing small, regular strength-building routines, you reclaim power over your body's changes. With patience and persistence, you transform challenges into opportunities, proving that even after 60, it is possible to stand taller, move with confidence, and carry on with a vibrant sense of independence. Medication side effects can be a hidden trap that many older adults don't suspect. As we age, it's common to be prescribed multiple medications for conditions like high blood pressure, cholesterol, diabetes, or arthritis. While each medicine may address a specific issue, the combination of several can sometimes cause unwanted effects that mimic aging itself, fatigue, dizziness, or confusion, and can even worsen existing health concerns. Understanding how medications interact and affect the body is crucial for maintaining health and independence after 60. Imagine Dadi Shesta, age 78, who was prescribed medications for hypertension, mild arthritis, and sleep troubles. Over time, she began feeling unusually sleepy during the day and noticed her balance was off. She thought these changes were just part of getting older, but in truth, some of her medications interacted in ways that amplified drowsiness and lightheadedness. After discussing these concerns with her family physician, a simple medication review was arranged. By adjusting dosages and discontinuing an unnecessary sleep aid, Dadi Shesta's energy returned, and she felt steadier on her feet. Polypharmacy, the use of multiple medications, is a growing concern among seniors. Even medicines that seem unrelated can combine to produce side effects. For example, certain blood pressure pills might cause dizziness, while an over-the-counter pain reliever might contribute to mild stomach upset or even affect kidney function over time. Adding in a sleep medication or an antacid can further complicate matters, causing constipation, confusion, or changes in appetite. These symptoms are often mistaken for normal aging, but they may actually indicate that something needs adjusting. A good first step is to keep an up-to-date list of all medications, including over-the-counter remedies, supplements, and herbal teas. Bring this list to every doctor's appointment and ask for a regular medication review. During this review, the healthcare provider evaluates each prescription, checks for possible interactions, and determines whether any medicines can be reduced or replaced. Sometimes a non-drug approach, like gentle physical therapy for arthritis pain, can replace a pill and reduce the overall medication load. Consider Uncle Aslam, age 72, who was taking 3 different medicines for joint pain. His doctor suggested trying a guided exercise program instead of one pain reliever. As he started attending a weekly senior-friendly yoga class, he noticed reduced stiffness and less need for medicine. This allowed him to stop one prescription entirely which led to better sleep and a lighter mood. Another aspect to consider is the timing of medications. Taking certain pills on an empty stomach might cause nausea, whereas taking others right before bed could lead to nighttime trips to the bathroom, interrupting sleep. Work with your doctor or pharmacist to understand the best schedule. Sometimes simply moving a pill from morning to evening can improve how you feel throughout the day. Keep an eye out for subtle changes. If you suddenly feel dizzy when standing up, experience more frequent headaches, or notice changes in your appetite, don't dismiss these signs. Note them in a journal and bring them up during your next visit. It may be that a dose needs adjustment, or that two medicines are interacting negatively. Finally, remember that advocating for yourself is a form of self-care. Asking questions like, "What are the common side effects?" or "Is this medication still necessary?" shows that you are invested in your health. If you ever feel unsure, seek a second opinion. A pharmacist can also provide valuable insights into drug interactions and safer alternatives. By staying informed, maintaining open communication with healthcare providers, and regularly reviewing medications, you can reduce the hidden